Hi there, and welcome to another edition of Stretch Your Dollars, Stretch Your Foods. I'm Nicole Skorobatsch with the University of Maryland Extension in Somerset County. So today we're going to talk about healthy snacks for your family. So hopefully throughout this video, you will learn some ideas and some tips and tricks to give your family and yourself some healthy snacks. So what is a snack and why do we eat them? So number one, a snack is a mini meal. It's not meant to be something big, something elaborate, a drink and a small fruit or vegetable, or possibly a grain. So it's not meant to be some big elaborate thing. A snack is supposed to help tide you over between those bigger meals. So when you come to your dinner or your lunchtime, you're not eating a whole lot because you've had that snack in between. So that helps to satisfy your hunger. It also helps you sustain energy, just your energy throughout the day, whether it's a regular work day, you're out running errands, or if you are exercising, or you're getting ready to go on that big bike ride or hike. Having a little snack is going to help your energy boost. And also, we snack when we're bored. Who doesn't do that? So having some healthy options for you is going to make sure when you are snacking, you're having a healthy choice. A snack is also a good way to get those extra servings of your fruits and vegetables in. So today, I hope I can help you find some ways to come up with some new snack ideas for yourself and your families. So we have some healthy snack tips. Number one, provide healthy options. If you are trying to curb your family from eating those crackers or cookies or bag of chips or high-fat foods, the best thing you can do is not buy them. I know, shocking. Don't bring them in the house. Your family, if you have young people or if you're the sole person who does the grocery shopping or maybe your significant other is, don't put them on the grocery list. It's as easy as that. If you want to make sure your family is having healthy snacks, then that's what you buy. Skip that cookie aisle, skip that bag of candy, skip those high sugar drinks. Another great tip is to keep your fresh fruit and vegetables readily available. Wash them and keep them on the counter if that's where they're supposed to be stored, or keep them in the refrigerator. Put them in a nice fun bowl so that way, and put them front and center in that refrigerator. So when they open that refrigerator, those nice, beautiful red apples or that bright, gorgeous orange is right there, and you want to grab that first. So having those fruits and vegetables available for your family members and for yourself as a quick grab is one way to ensure that they are eating a healthy snack. Another thing is keep it simple and keep it fun. I know you can go on the internet and find all of these crazy recipes that have snacks with different shaped fruit and cutouts and all these crazy things. If you have time for that, awesome. Make those fun snacks. They'll be great memories for your family. And if you're like me, you're busy and you don't have time to do that, then that's okay. Sometimes the simpler your snack food is, the better it is. So do what's right for you. Please, please, please do not fall under the stresses of trying to meet those Pinterests and try to have those Pinterest-worthy snacks or foods or any recipe at all. We put a lot of unnecessary pressures on ourselves. My daughter is just as happy when I give her fruit in a bowl as if I were to take the time and to cut that fruit with my fancy cookie cutters. Is it cool? Yes. Does she like her watermelon shaped as hearts and stars? Sure. Who wouldn't? But will she still eat it if it's just cut in cubes? Of course she will. Now, sometimes when I do have that extra time, especially on the weekends, I might get a little fancy with my snacks. But for the most part, I keep it simple. Another thing to remember is if you introduce a snack or a fruit or any food for that matter to your family and it was a fail, something you don't want to try again, revisit that. Our taste buds, especially with our younger children, are evolving and they're constantly changing. So if they may not have liked that tomato this month, try it again next month. Again, we don't want to food waste, so don't go overboard, but try it again. Reintroducing certain foods or foods that weren't liked before, reintroducing them might give them their taste buds might have developed and might give them a new liking for that food. So try that. Try reintroducing your food. Another tip, avoid prepackaged snacks. This will help you save money. And we discussed that in one of my other videos. Now, I will admit, sometimes I do buy some prepackaged snacks if we're doing field trips or we're going somewhere, or sometimes I know it's a busy week and I don't have time to do all that meal prepping. So I will plan ahead and I will save a couple extra dollars to buy those prepackaged snacks. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes my daughter just wants a cool bag, the cool packaging, and it's a treat. I let her know that that cool packaging with that cartoon character is going to cost me $2 more than a plain bag of pretzels that I could put in a Ziploc bag and add some fun stickers. So I'm honest with her and let her know that there's a price difference. And those few dollars are taken away from something that our family could do together. But sometimes as a treat, I will get her the fun packaging. So that leads us to our next point, is we make our own snack bags. A part of meal prepping that I involve my daughter with, especially when she was younger, is I would give her a bag of chips, a bag of cookies, or a bag of pretzels. Even I would buy the bigger bag of gummies and divide them up into little Ziplocs, and she would portion them out and put some fun stickers on them. So I was saving some money there by buying bigger bags of snacks. They went into a snack basket. I like to call them my go snacks. They're in a Ziploc, then you can take that with you when we're getting ready to walk out the door. Another tip is that I started doing, especially since I've been teleworking, so I've been working from home. I find that when I meal prep my snacks, then I'm not eating as many as I would throughout the day. I noticed the first couple weeks, I was constantly getting a snack and I was grabbing that bag of chips, those bag of Doritos, and I was sitting at the computer working with a full bag. So guess what was happening? I was eating half the bag. So when I meal prep my snacks, I put them in individual bags, or I have sliced fruit, sliced vegetables, yogurts, fruit parfaits, or even frozen fruit for my smoothies. If I have those already ready to go and grab in the refrigerator or in my snack box, then I'm not grabbing those bag of chips. And I'll be honest with you, since I started doing this, I've had one bag of chips that has not been touched in probably 2 months because it's unopened. They came from the grocery store and they've been sitting on the counter because I've been pre-packing my snacks. And also smoothies. Smoothies are a great snack. You can add so many things to a smoothie. You can add fruits and vegetables, add some protein, add some chia seeds, add some nuts, peanut butter. You can add so many things to your smoothie, so you could sneak in those extra nutrients that you want your family to have. And a nice hearty smoothie will act as a meal. So don't shy away from those smoothies, and they make an excellent snack. And if you're out running errands, put them in a to-go cup, get a disposable straw, and you're good to go. So some healthy snacks that you can make yourself. One big thing that we do at my house is we make snack mixes. My daughter and my husband are a big fan of trail mix snack mixes, the equivalent to the Chex Mix. They like the sweet, they like the savory. There's one that has like salty and M&Ms and stuff in it. And it could be pretty pricey buying those variety bags that fit everybody's taste and what they're craving at that time. So what I started doing is we make snack mixes, and actually I'm going to show you a recipe for that in a minute. We make snack mixes with our leftover cereals, chips, cookies, raisins, craisins. If we have some little bit of like M&Ms left over in a bag, gummies, trying to think, oh, chocolate chips from baking, anything like that, butterscotch chips. So I have one bin that where all of our uneaten food goes, because I don't know if you're like me, that box of cereal, everyone will eat everything till down to the last part, and then they leave it on the shelf. So I started saving all those, and we make our own snack mixes. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. Your fruit and yogurt parfaits. You go buy them from a store, and you're spending anywhere between $3 to $5 for one parfait, where you can make them yourself. You can buy a container of yogurt for $3. Add your frozen fruits and vegetables in it. Make your own homemade granola and store it in a mason jar. They last in the refrigerator up to 3 to 4 days. I make those all the time, and they're a great hit. And I think I shared, my daughter makes them the night before. She has one for breakfast in the morning. Your fruit flavored water. Instead of spending all that money and buying that already packaged, water's from your tap. Drink your water. They sell fruit infused bottles. Throw some fruit in there. Add a tiny bit of sugar if you need that extra sweetness. But there's so many recipes out there for you to try fruit infused water and try so many different flavors. Cheese cubes. Cheese sticks are a big snack at my house. My daughter eats them frequently. I will admit that is one splurge, you know, the little cheese sticks that come in the package. That is one splurge that I will always have on hand, because sometimes it's just easier to grab those and go. But I will also cut up cheese cubes for myself, because I'm not a fan of those little prepackaged ones, but she loves them. And so I do let her get those. I pre-cut my cheese for the week and put them in one big container, and I just grab a couple of them every day. Make your own Lunchables. The processed food, it's so high in sodium. Make your own. That way you can have variety. When you buy one Lunchable, you're spending anywhere between $1.50 to $5 for one meal, when you can buy everything you can to make that one homemade Lunchable yourself. Popcorn. This is another snack that recipe that I'm going to share with you guys. This is a family favorite at my house, and it is so inexpensive to do. One bag of popcorn will cost anywhere between $1 to $3, depending on the brand. I usually buy the store brand. Add some toppings. You can do so much with it. And it's a great treat. I make this every time my daughter has friends over and for birthday parties, and we have a popcorn bar, and it's so nice. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And like I mentioned earlier, when you come home with your bag of goldfish or your bag of crackers or your bag of pretzels, if you know that these are going to be your snacks, have a bagging party. Bring everyone in, give them some Ziplocs, and get a scooper. I usually do a half a cup for each of the snacks. Actually, depending on what it is, pretzels, we might do a full cup. Goldfish, I know it's a half a cup. And we stick them into individual bags, and they go into our snack box. So whenever anyone needs anything, they just grab it and go. And again, back to the smoothies. We talked about that on the last slide. You can make these smoothies yourself. It's so inexpensive, and they go such a long way. Remember, when you are having your fresh fruit, if your fruit starts to get ripened, overripe, and you feel like, oh, I should throw this out, stick it in your freezer. Same thing with your vegetables. So hopefully some of these ideas will work with you and your families in your homes. So now what I'm going to do, it is snack time. I'm going to share with you a couple videos that I did here at my home. One of them, I have a little helper with me, and actually she's a former 4-H'er. Her mother was one of my 4-H members. She was 10, her mother, when I started working with Somerset County 4-H. And so it's been a great joy. As she's become an adult, we've become friends outside of 4-H, and now her daughter is a 4-H Clover, and so she was over. My daughter actually babysits her, so it's nice to see that little full circle in our 4-H family. But so she was over. My daughter was watching her this summer, and I pulled her out, and she helped me make a snack for our video. So we are going to make our homemade snack mix, and I will go into more detail on what we do there. And again, what I was saying a couple slides ago is I have a lot of snacks and chips and pretzels and crackers and cookies and cereal that my family was leaving, maybe enough for a handful, and they were just sitting there on the counter or in the pantry. And so someone would go and grab them and like, oh, they're going, there's not enough in here. So I started saving them. I have a little box where you put the leftover, the unwanted is what I call them, and then we use them at the end of the week, and everyone makes a snack bag out of them. So I actually do this as a lesson when I do in-school programming, and it's just showing that you can make your food last longer as well. If you want to do it with a fresh bag of pretzels, a box of Cheerios, some gummies, some marshmallows or granola, you can do that as well. So the point of this homemade snack mix is using foods you already have at home and mixing it up so you have, it'll make it last longer. So instead of having somebody sit in front of the TV with that bag of pretzels, if it's already portioned out into snack mix, they can get the pretzel, something sweet, something salty, and that bag of pretzel is lasting longer. So the homemade snack mix is always something that's fun, and the kids really enjoyed it, and we had fun making it at home. And again, we put them in Ziplocs and it's good to go. So we have some homemade snack mix, and you can make a variety of flavors. So if you're someone like me who prefers more salty than sweet, I mix my snack bags with more salty and add a little bit of sweet. My husband is a sweet tooth. He likes more sweet in his, so he will make his a little different. My daughter is a healthy combination of both. She likes sweet and salty at the same time, so she uses a good mixture of both. But it's a fun snack that you can make with your family. It's a fun snack you can do with kids. If you know you're having kids over to hang out, you only have a half a bag of chips and more kids than what you need, throw some extra stuff in it and you'll be surprised. They really do like it. The next snack we're going to make is popcorn. Like I said before, this is always a hit at my house. Some people like butter, some people don't like butter. Again, you have the sweet, you have the salty. My husband likes the caramel popcorn. I like butter popcorn, so does my daughter. So we have a variety of toppings, and we make our own. So we'll pop, I use an air popper. So we'll pop one big container of, one big bowl, of popcorn, and then everyone gets their own individual bowl and they mix it up. So I'll share that recipe with you as well. So I hope you enjoy these, and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I'm going to show you what we're going to use to make our little homemade snack mix that's perfect for on the go. So I have some leftover Doritos, some chips, pretzels, some cereals, 2 types of cereals, a little bit of marshmallows that are starting to get a little squishy, starting to stick together, some pretzels, raisins, and some M&Ms. So we have a good mixture of sweet and salty. Like I said earlier, when we get low and nobody wants to eat those last crumbs of the bag of chips, I will throw them in a container like this or put them in a storage bag and save those, so that way when we need to make our go snacks, we're able to do that. So we have a variety of foods. Some of them, some people like, some of them they don't. So you get to pick and choose what you want to put in your snack. So now I'm going to have my helpers come in and join us, and they're going to show us how to make their to-go snack. Okay, so now I'm back with my friend Ellie here, and she's going to show us how she's going to make her fun snack to go. So Ellie, what you're going to do is you're going to grab some of everything and stick it in your bag.
Okay.
Are you ready? Which ones are your favorites?
M&Ms. M&Ms?
The M&Ms, of course. So go ahead and start scooping those into your bag. Do you want me to hold the bag for you? No, we're gonna do the M&Ms last because I have to talk about those in a minute. So go ahead and go there. So as you can tell, the M&Ms are always a favorite. Everybody likes that little bit of sweet. So what I do with these is I put them in a smaller container, and I only put in here what I want everyone to use. So as you can see, the sweeter things are in a smaller container. This is also a lesson that I do in an after-school program. And again, we use the smaller containers for the sweeter things. So we have, what are those? Peanuts? All right. Do you want to grab some chips?
Because they're my cousin's favorite.
They're your cousin's favorite. That's fantastic. And how about some pretzels?
Because the Doritos are my cousin Nicholas's favorite and Lauren's favorite.
Oh, fantastic. So nice of you to make these snacks for your cousin. Okay, so now what you have been waiting for, the M&Ms. Perfect. So now take a look at that. So what do you think? Does it look nice and pretty? And it's all very colorful. So now if you had to go somewhere and you needed something to eat, you just take this with you? Yep, you can just grab that, take it with you in the car if you have to go somewhere, and you are good to go. Now another thing we can use, the Ziplocs are great for if you are on the go, but if we're just at home, sometimes we'll just use a reusable cup, and we will put the snacks in here, so that way we're not using a plastic bag. So Ellie, do you want to show us how to make another one? Will you make this one for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So of course this cup doesn't have a lid. So if I had younger children at home, I'd be a little leery of them spilling. But since it's just for me, I think I can handle it. Perfect. So do you think this is a good snack for you or a not so good snack for you?
I think the more sugary stuff that you eat, it's not that good.
Perfect.
When you eat sugary stuff.
Perfect. You're exactly right. But do we have a lot of sugary stuff or a little bit of sugary stuff?
You have like about a little bit of sugar.
A little bit of sugary stuff. You're exactly right. We have just a little bit because sometimes we like to have that sweet, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Oh, and I'm a salty person. I like having salty things. You're not sure? All right. Well, thank you so much. So now, Ellie, I have my cup. You have your bag. We are ready to go sit and have some fun and play a game with our yummy snacks. What do you think?
It's pretty good.
All right. Can you say goodbye?
Bye.
So the next snack I'm going to share with you is popcorn. Popcorn is a family favorite at our house. Sometimes we will eat microwave popcorn, but a lot of times we will pop it ourselves in our air popper, or we will cook it over the stove, and that's always a little fun to do. It's also a very inexpensive snack, and once again, you can use all the leftovers you have around your house to make your popcorn a little fun. This is also a snack that I have when my daughter has parties. We have a popcorn ball with a bunch with a bunch of different seasonings that you can add your favorite toppings to your popcorn. I like my popcorn salty and buttery. My husband likes his sweet. My daughter Lauren likes hers a bit in the middle. So having a bunch of toppings out just makes it fun, and then you can add your own flavor, or sometimes you might want two types of popcorn, so you can always add some extra stuff to it. So what I have here are some peanuts, again with the mini M&Ms, and we added some butterscotch chips and some sprinkles just for fun, and I have some Obey seasoning. So this is, again, if you like the spiciness, you can always add that to it. So on your already popped popcorn, you just want to go ahead and add your Obey mix in there and mix it up, and you're good to go. If you are on the sweet side, sprinkles are always fun. Again, you just want a little bit because you don't want to have too sweet of a snack
We got some plain peanuts in here if you want to add that in there, and you can add a couple of mini M&Ms. So here you have two examples of popcorn. We have a little spicy with Old Bay. We have some sweet and salty popcorn here. And then if you're just in the mood for plain old regular popcorn, you can have that as well. Very inexpensive. You can add in things from around your house to make it fun, or if you just enjoy it plain. So it's a quick, easy snack that you can make. A small package can feed a lot. So if you are having friends, family, a kid party, I'll suggest a popcorn bar to add to it, and it's a great way to stretch your dollar and stretch your food.
So welcome back. I hope you enjoyed those videos as much as we did filming them. I had a little crew in my kitchen helping. It's kind of fun, actually. My daughter now thinks she's a director. So I hope that those snacks gave you some fun ideas of things that you can do at home. There's so many different types of healthy snacks out there for you to choose from. And I'll be honest with you, since we are in some uncertain times right now, I had a whole list of snacks that I was going to show you and some recipes that I was going to share with you. But I'll be honest, I presented the snacks that I had available at home. So I didn't go out and buy anything fancy. I just searched my cabinets. I searched the refrigerator to see what I had. My intent was to make a fruit and yogurt parfait. My daughter had eaten the yogurt right before. I was going to make a smoothie. Again, I was out of yogurt, and I had used all my frozen fruit for my weekly overnight oatmeal. So I didn't go out and buy anything extra. I just used what I had at home. I shopped my pantry, just like we discussed in our first lesson. So snacking does not have to be a big fancy thing. Like I said at the beginning, keep it simple. Go back to the basics. Don't get caught up in trying to be fancy. Don't try to make the shapes and animals with the fruit, like I showed you a couple screens ago. Those are fun, but not something you have to do every day. And then for yourself, sometimes you think snacks are just for kids, but having grown-up snacks, being a grown-up and having a kid snack sometimes is just as good. So you don't have to get fancy with your own snacks as well. So have fun, be creative. If you created something great at your home, or if you have an idea for a different snack, post in the comments below. Share with us. We want to learn from you as well. So join us next week. Juruti will be with us, and she will be talking about dairy and plant-based milk. So we are coming to an end, I believe, after this lesson with Juruti on dairy and plant-based milk products. The next one I will be joining you with is leftovers and tips and some things to do with your leftovers. So look forward to seeing you. If you have any suggestions or any comments, please comment below. Our emails are posted, and hope you have a great day. Thank you.